My people wonder they say shall never end. Right now they said Ebony allegedly regrets ever getting involved with Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi. According to what we are hearing, they said Kabiyesi have turned Queen Naomi's house into his project. And everything about Queen Naomi is the only thing that Kabiyesi cares about right now, according to Ebony, allegedly. Don't forget I do not live in the palace. These are all alleged information making rounds on social media. So the reason she is like this is because despite all the pleadings for Kabiyesi to tamper justice with Mercy, Kabiyesi is not changing. Kabiyesi is insisting on either removing immunity from Ebony or Ebony will obey or will take the second option, which is going back to her base, never to return until Kabiyesi said so. Then another thing that made Ebony, according to what we are hearing, to regret ever getting involved in Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi happens to be the fact that they said in Queen Naomi's family house, as in the house that belongs to her father, not the one that Kabiyesi bought for her and the mother that is in Akure. They said the house where they grew up while they are small, before the father and the mother had issue that made the woman leave the place. They said that house, Kabiyesi is building it from scratch, you know, to a better house, or to this modern house. As if that is not enough, due to the fact that Kabiyesi wanted Queen Naomi to have a place of her home, a place of her own, right there in the palace before the Ofarende ritual, because they said there is no how they will do the Ofarende ritual and she will return back to her home, which is the palace, and still be staying in the royal manor. Remember that that royal manor, originally, it is meant for visitors, as in visitors like high class kings and queens, all these VVIPs. That place is meant for them. But Queen Naomi is most times staying there whenever she visits the palace. And you know that she cannot move in to stay with Kabiyesi. According to their culture and tradition, it is not acceptable. She must have her own quarters, like the Yeyoluwa quarters. And the ones that she was staying before now, Igbi have occupied it after burying the cow head and everything. So Kabiyesi is now working towards building a new house in the palace. They call it Queen Naomi's palace, according to what we are hearing. So when Ebony find out that Kabiyesi is also building a house for Queen Naomi in that their as in local, how will I put it, in their village, they said Ebony was like, what is all of this? That she knows that the reason why Kabiyesi have find it so difficult to forgive them and allow everything be the way it used to be is because of Queen Naomi. That she is the reason why Kabiyesi is holding strong today. That she remembered when Naomi left Kabiyesi, that Kabiyesi lost it. Kabiyesi was shattered. Kabiyesi was like, he felt that the world have ended. And that is because of how much he loved Queen Naomi. But Queen Naomi did not care about how much he loved her. And I say, now wow. Now wow. They said at that time, if not that Queen Naomi left the palace when she did, these people would have spied that lady. I'm telling you from what we are hearing. Yes, because then that was when they said Ebony turned Kabiyesi against Queen Naomi, such that Kabiyesi doesn't listen to Queen Naomi. Everything that Queen Naomi said is a lie to Kabiyesi. But whatever Ebony said, a side chick, that one is the truth. So with all of that, it got to a point that they wanted to buy the young lady and she decided to run for her life. You know that sometimes in marriage, love is not enough. If you love a woman so much but you cannot protect that woman, especially in such a setting. Queen Naomi is just a young girl, very young, because she was around 23, 24 years when all of these things was happening. So, assuming that Kabiyesi protected her the way he should have, I'm sure she will not leave the palace the way she did. But Ebony, who wanted Kabiyesi to all to herself, was the pilot behind the reason why they said Queen Naomi left the palace, because then she was manipulating the whole situation, manipulating Kabiyesi. Imagine a situation whereby a king will not trust the queen, but instead trust an ayaba, a side chick. What do you expect that queen to do? To remain there? No, no, not when the queen knows her worth. Yes. So they said Ebony played a great role in manipulating Queen Naomi out of the way. But thank God that today, Kabiyesi have realized that Ebony was the reason he got that heartbroken then. Because right now, Ebony is making it look like Queen Naomi abandoned you, you were heartbroken, I was there for you, I make sure that you recover well. And today, you are standing against me for the same Queen Naomi. Kabiyesi find out that you are the reason that Queen Naomi left. You are the reason for that his heartbreak then. So why won't he avoid you at all costs? So right now they say she is telling Kabiyesi that this is unfair. Oh. That what Kabiyesi is doing to her is unfair. That she have been with Kabiyesi all through, but Kabiyesi is not treating her as if she matters that much. Instead, Queen Naomi is everything to Kabiyesi. Queen Naomi is all that Kabiyesi is thinking about. Everything that Kabiyesi is doing right now is all about Queen Naomi. That if she have known, she wouldn't have gotten involved at first. And I say now, wow. Of course, if you have not been involved at first, maybe Kabiyesi would have still live with Wurola, or maybe the first wife, because everybody is pointing accusing finger on Ebony, saying that the reason Kabiyesi was called a king that cannot keep a wife then was due to what Ebony was doing to his wives, all in the name of a calabash carrier and the side chick, you know. And you know all these people that are into spiritual stuff, eh? If they have you as a man and you did not marry them, they will manipulate you. You can never be with a woman. So a lot of people are saying that she is the reason why Kabiyesi was called that. But at some point, Kabiyesi married women who are deep into spiritual stuff more than her. Someone like Igbi. You know that Ebony cannot be able to manipulate Igbi out of this marriage. It is not happening. uh So someone like Igbi, them blow them. They are also deep in as much as they are not priestess. They are mamalawos on their own. So when Ebony find out that these people are not the people that, and meanwhile Kabiyesi carried all of them and come in the same time. So there is no how she can work so hard to push all of them out. Instead, she started fighting for her own to be among them. And today she says she's regretting it. It's even better that she regrets it. Although it is not late though. You are still young and beautiful, educated, rich. When you go out there, a lot of people will still marry you. So if you regret ever being involved, it's okay. And you can leave now so that when Naomi and Kabiyesi will enjoy their marriage. That is my own suggestion. Now, guys, what do you think? Tell us on the comment section. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay? Always bear that in mind that these are all amebo. Okay? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're here to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share my video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.